Shar with that Grape Juice. So excited to be talking to you all today. I love Queen Sugar, love Aunt Vi in Hollywood.
Thank
So,
you.
yes, of course. So, Tina, I must know, in your own words, what can viewers expect with this final season?
Satisfying answers to long held questions and frustrations for all of their favorite characters. I did that well, right?
You did. I have
Yeah, but it's the truth.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this show has been quite a roller coaster. It takes you through all of, I've laughed with you all, I've cried with you all, and there's been so many breakout moments. I have to know, Omar, what have been some of your favorite moments throughout the years?
It's been many of them. My favorite moment is Hollywood and Vi got married. Let me think. Some other good ones. Hollywood beating up Theo, making them tell the truth. uh, I think there's some moments like when Hollywood was going through his late mother's things and the reminiscing, and there was no dialogue there. It was all just, looking at stuff and smiling sometimes, maybe a tear, holding back a tear.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so much. It's the first episode when one of my favorites to watch was when Charlie and Nova see each other for the first time, and God knows how long, and they run to each other at the hospital after Ernest passes. I know it's a very sad moment, but it's it's very picturesque. There are so many moments in seven seasons, just so many to pick out. Me having fun playing with Blue.
Yeah.
Just like just Hollywood and Blue playing. That energy that he always brought, and the conversations that Hollywood and Ralph Angel had about just manhood and things of that nature. So it's just been so many of them.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Both of you all do such a great job of taking the viewers in with you. Like I feel your emotions and the comings and goings and the ups and downs when your exes come back in the picture, and try to disrupt you all's relationship. I want to know from both of you, what has been the most challenging aspect of playing Aunt Vi and of playing Hollywood? Because you all seem to be the nucleus, kind of the glue that keeps everybody together.
Yeah, quite honestly, there hasn't been a challenge.
Mhm.
The it's one of the ways, it doesn't happen often, but it's one of the ways that I would define the term flow. When you meet up with a moment that is so perfect for your life that you just wind up being in flow. So if you're asking, the Tina Lifford, the actress, then in terms of playing Aunt Vi, in terms of showing up on the set and giving my best, that has not been challenging.
Mm-hmm.
And in terms of the character, if we're talking about what has been the most challenging for the character, then I would say that for Vi, learning to leave room for more people has been her growing edge. Learning to give people space and trust that people can live their own lives and that she doesn't have to always step in. That is her learning edge, growing edge.
Love that. What about you, Omar?
As Tina said, it has not been a challenge at all. This is one of those characters that you really dream about playing, right? He's an actor when you're young and you're you're reading plays or whatever, you're a kid, and then, and then you get older, you get into the industry, and they pigeonhole you, try to pigeonhole me into being specific things. And when Ava gave me the script and I read it, and I almost cried because I was like, I get to play this. So it was never really a challenge. Now, when I leave the set and I have to be outside with regular people, you may really think I'm Hollywood for real. And I'm like, bro, I'm from Decatur, man. That ain't me. But then, the longer and longer you play it, and some of those things, some of those things that Hollywood is, it does become a part of who I am, because I'm saying those lines and I'm doing all of these things that are like that just feels right. You're playing this character. It's like this actually is how you are supposed to treat people and how you are supposed to relate to your loved ones. So that's been the challenge, is me trying to challenge myself to be more like Hollywood.
Oh wow, yeah. Very good characters, both. I need to know, with that being said, and with this being the final season, season 7, was it difficult to say goodbye to Aunt Vi in Hollywood?
For me, it was extremely. I'm sorry, Tim, go ahead.
No, you go for it. Go for it.
Yeah, it was extremely hard for me to say goodbye to Hollywood. It was harder for me to say goodbye to Aunt Vi. Mm-hmm. You understand? Because this is the longest relationship I've ever been in my life. 7 years. What?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I've had a leading lady for 7 years. I ain't never had that before. So so it was just hard. That was hard. Because Hollywood, I can always revisit that. I can always touch back on that. But knowing that I won't be there for 5 months a year, 4 to 5 months a year, to be there with Tina Lifford, knowing that I'm not going to be, stepping back right in those shoes again, and for the greatest relationship on screen that I've ever had. And like I said, the longest lasting relationship I've ever had, personally, that's going to be the difficult part.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Tina?
Yeah, that was so beautiful what Omar just said, and again, in terms of Tina Lifford, the relationships that we have built in this off-screen family are so treasured, right? And my prayer is that those relationships stay intact. We won't be talking every day, but there's been such territory forged between us that I really do feel connected, and I expect to be connected for the rest of my life, right? And because I feel that strongly, and because the artist in me also loves the opportunity to expand, my own artistry, it winds up being bittersweet, because I love this experience, and I am willing to let it be complete to see what else I'm to do in my lifetime.
Yeah. What was the culture like on set? And I ask that because you all have had so many different prolific directors and people come through and guest stars. We even have some fun guest stars, Vanessa Bell Calloway, Tracy Thomas coming in for this final season. What has been the culture on set? What has it been like?
It's a family affair. We set the culture. So it's whenever you have a show like this, if I've been on shows where people have been miserable, it's a black cloud around that show. Been on shows where everybody's having a great time. It's been a great time. This is a family. You come in, you check your ego at the door, and we're here to have a good time, make the greatest art that we can make, and in an expedient fashion. but yeah, it's just like going home.
I love that. Tina, my last question. I got to squeeze in another question. If you could sum up this season in one word, what would it be?
Completion.
Completion. And with that being said, thank you so much for joining That Grape Juice today. Can't wait to tune in September 6th, right? On OWN?
Yes.
Number 6.
I will be there. I'm going to throw a watch party. I love Queen Sugar. Thank you all for joining me today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right. Have a good day.